Would you like to make a full-time income working part-time from home? If so, then watch this video and you'll learn about one of the most profitable online marketing systems ever invented that will make it possible. With this system, you can make commissions of $1,200, $5,000 and $9,000, and most of the work is done for you. With what I'm about to show you, you can work on your schedule and on your terms and answer to no one but yourself. Are you interested? Then let's begin. Let me introduce myself. My name is Lloyd and I'm the creator of this marketing system, which is called Top Tier Income, or TTI for short. Since being introduced to our industry, TTI has established itself as one of the most profitable online marketing systems ever invented. With TTI, you can make commissions of $1,200, $5,000 and $9,000, which is a total potential commission of up to $15,200 per customer, and I do most of the work for you. Now, does that sound too good to be true? If it does, I don't blame you, okay? There's a lot of hype out there, I get that, but I'm about to prove to you that TTI is different. Here's why. Number one, TTI is a proven system. This is being proven to work and it's still growing. As of today, my company has paid out over $10 million to people like you in over 38 countries around the world. I'll show you proof of that in just a minute. The second reason is I'm a very real person with a real company. I'm not some fly-by-night advertiser or flavor of the month guru. I run a real company putting up verifiable numbers with over 32 products that deliver substantial value to the marketplace. I employ a staff of 45, I have coaches on my team in 3 different continents, and I put on events all over the world. And the third reason is you get commissions on high ticket sales. You see, I am willing to share my revenue on high ticket programs sold to your leads. You bring me leads and I will pay you big commissions of $1,200, $5,000 and $9,000 for high ticket programs sold to your leads on the back end. Programs that I fulfill with a die-hard commitment to providing value. So this is what makes TTI so revolutionary. With TTI, I'm opening up my high-ticket, top-tier programs and giving you up to $15,200 per customer. This has never been done before, and here's why. Most marketers simply don't have high-ticket programs to offer. It takes years and millions of dollars to build a company's brand, infrastructure, and credibility to the point where they can charge $10,000 and up for their high-ticket programs. There's only a handful of info marketers in the world that can get those kind of price tags. The list includes legends like Dan Kennedy, Tony Robbins, and if you look at their businesses, you'll notice that they sell low-priced products on the front end and high-ticket programs of up to $50,000 or more on the back end. No one on this elite list of info marketers has ever been willing to share their revenue from high-ticket programs with their partners. Until now. You see, this short list of marketers with blockbuster high-ticket offers now includes me, a young upstart from Australia. So who am I and why am I willing to pay you up to $15,200 per customer? Like I said before, my name's Lloyd, I'm from Perth, Australia, and I made my first $1 million online by the age of 25. In the past 5 years, I've gone from being a broke college dropout to running one of the most successful companies in the home business niche in the world. I started out struggling to get by, trying one thing after another and having little to nothing to show for it. It took me almost a full year of working 10-hour days, lots of trial and error, and over $150,000 in expenses, but I finally cracked the code to making money online. And when I did, my business skyrocketed and I went from making $700 a month to almost $315,000 per month in an 18-month period. I put most of this revenue right back into buying traffic, creating more offers, and hiring more staff and salespeople. I started putting on masterminds all over the world, and my monthly revenue kept growing, and I kept reinvesting it right back into my business. Flash forward to today, and I'm now at the helm of the fastest growing company in the home business niche on the planet. I recently paid out over $1 million in commissions to our partners in just under 30 days, my best month to date. And my goal for this year is to break $50 million in revenue. But even though I'm doing well, I'm not going to hit my goal with my own marketing alone. The internet is just way too big for that. In order to reach $50 million in revenue, I need to open up my business and take on partners like you. I'm willing to pay you big commissions of $1,200, $5,000 and $9,000 per sale because I know that this will result in higher volume of total sales for my company. And that means I'm looking for as many partners I can find, including you. Now, when you become one of my partners, here's how it works. You find leads and you put them into my TTI system, which automatically follows up with them for you. You get all the benefits of an established online business without having to go and create products of your own, without having to set up sales funnels, without dealing with merchant accounts, refunds, customer support, or any of that stuff. You get a pre-built online infrastructure, websites, landing pages, follow-up systems, tracking, ad placement, hosting, all of that. I've already built everything for you, so you'll never have to write a line of code. You get commissions on all the revenue from your leads for life, including my mastermind programs. You are tapped into residual income streams that are built into TTI for you. Now this can quickly add up to $150 per month in residuals to you for life for each one of your customers. I then pay you either $1,000, $3,000, and $5,000 commissions, or I will pay you up to $1,200, $5,000, and $9,000 per commission, depending on who closes the sale. Now, let me clarify that last part. You see, with TTI, my marketing system lines up eager buyers ready to join my higher ticket programs. Through a series of fully optimized marketing funnels, your leads will be pre-sold my high ticket programs. Now, if you choose to, you can then field calls from these ready-to-go buyers, answer a few questions, and get bigger commissions when you close the sale. Or you can flip a switch in TTI and have my professional phone sales team field the calls for you. If my team closes the sale, you make commissions of $1,000, $3,000, and $5,000. Now, I want to be clear about something here. You can choose to do all of the calls, none of your calls, or some of your calls, with the rest going to my professional phone sales team. The choice is yours. But if you decide to take some calls yourself, you should know that these are not high pressure cold calls. These people will be calling you, and most of the time they will be ready to buy. They may just have a few questions. You simply talk to them like a friend, and when they buy through you, you make an extra $200, $2,000, or $4,000 per call. Not bad for one call, right? Now, I know what you might be thinking. I don't know, Matt, how many people will really pay 5 figures for a high ticket program? Good question. I thought the same thing myself before I got my first $15,000 sale in this business. It was early 2010 and I had generated a lead called Deb. Okay, now Deb lived on the other side of Australia from me. There's me in Perth on the left and Deb is right on the other side. I'd been promoting a higher ticket program for a little while, but I hadn't yet made a sale, even though I'd seen other people around me closing these big sales. Then Deb decided to invest in a high ticket program through me, and it changed everything. I got 2 emails that day telling me that I'd received commissions of $5,000 and $9,000 for a total of about $15,000 Australian after the exchange rate. I remember it vividly because I needed the money badly at that point. I'd been promoting ebooks for tiny $10 or $20 commissions and putting the little money I made right back into my business. My bank account was almost completely tapped out and I was stressed. I was starting to wonder if this whole make money online thing was a big scam. It just wasn't working. But when I saw that $15,000 post to my account, I knew things would never be the same again. I'd never go back to marketing cheap products to cheap customers. Instead, I would focus on the high-end crowd. Since that moment, I've created and sold programs from a few $1,000s right up to $50,000. And I haven't just sold 1 or 2 of these programs, I've sold thousands. In my best month to date, I sold over 63 programs at $15,000 a piece, and that was just a portion of the high-ticket sales we did that month. Here's a few pictures of people at my masterminds that we charged $9,000 and $15,000 for. Now, as you can see, a lot of people made the substantial investment for these high-ticket programs. Why? Because they understood the value of what they were getting. Here's what will be sold to your leads in case you're wondering. Now, these masterminds are all expenses paid 4 or 6 night packages in locations like Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, Costa Rica, Fiji, the Bahamas, all over the world. They're held at luxury resorts where I pay for everyone's accommodation, meals and drinks, and I actually pay for 2 people. They get to bring a guest. In addition to all the training from myself, some of the most successful info marketers on the planet and the top earners for my company we spend a good portion of each day networking with the mastermind members. We hang out with them, eat meals with them, take them out for activities like jet skiing, zip lining, racing dune buggies. It's a lot of fun. Now you might be thinking, wait, that just sounds like another event. Wrong. The schedule on paper for these masterminds is just a small fraction of what they get. Yes, 4 or 6 nights, all expenses paid at a luxury resort in paradise is very nice and worth a lot. But what they're getting at these masterminds and outside of it is infinitely more valuable. At these masterminds, members have the ability to learn firsthand from leaders in our field that have made tens of millions, sometimes hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars online and in their businesses. They can ask some questions, buy them a drink at the bar, and just really pick their brains at informal group meals. The networking alone is worth 10 times the investment. Now on top of that, these speakers present live at these masterminds, sharing their best ideas and strategies culled from their years of experience. Let me introduce you to a few of them. So we've had Joe Sugarman. Now if you haven't heard of Joe, he's a marketing legend who was once called the mail order maverick by the New York Times, and he was the driving force behind some of the best direct response marketing campaigns of the 20th century. If you've ever heard of the blue blocker sunglasses, that was Joe. We've had speakers like Russ Whitney. Now Russ, in his best year, sold over $250 million of his own products in the real estate investing niche. We've had Mike Keatings, a 3-time #1 best-selling author who's overseen 10 blockbuster online product launches, with the largest grossing over $9.1 million. Dave Van Hoos, a master platform trainer who's personally delivered over 3,000 stage presentations and trained many of the highest paid and most sought after speakers in the seminar industry. We've had TJ Rollletter, who sold over $150 million worth of his products through direct mail. Mike Hill, an ad buying and marketing systems expert who's brought more online traffic in the past decade via online displays, CPA, Google AdWords and Facebook than the gross domestic product of some small countries. Now, in addition to these marketing titans, mastermind members get to meet and learn from the top earners for my company, guys like John Chow, who you see here, who's made over $1.2 million in commissions with this system. These top earners share exclusive, game-changing techniques for generating massive commissions and speak off the record at private meals and poolside cocktail hours. The people who spend 5 figures for these programs understand that just one idea from these speakers can increase their revenue by $10,000 or potentially a lot more per month. They see the fee not as a cost but as an investment that they can get a return on up to tenfold or more. Now also, outside of these 4 or 6 night packages, these members get year-round access to additional elite marketing and wealth building training that we reserve for our mastermind members only. They get cutting-edge content, group training calls and other bonus training too. And to date, I have never had a single request for a refund from any of my mastermind members, not one. And the popularity of these high-ticket programs has led to astounding results for my partners. John Chow, like I said, he's made over $1.2 million. Shakir Hussain from London, over $800,000. You can see why he looks so happy. Paul Lynch, over $500,000, also from the UK. Terry Lamb, over $250,000. Bill and Michelle Pasco-Solido, over 200 grand. Now, these checks are very impressive, but I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking something like, Matt, you've just shown me a bunch of well-known gurus. How about some regular people? I thought you might ask that. So here's a few of the non-gurus who took my system and ran with it. We had a guy called Ken Faminoff who called himself a newbie. He earned over $34,000 in commissions with my system after only 8 months of being online. Since then, Ken's made over $66,000 in total commissions. Ernest Lim, over $50,000. Ernest is from Sydney. And then there's Carolina Millan, a young lady from Chile who'd never made a lot of money online before she got started with this. She's now up to almost $250,000 in commissions. Evelyn van der Haast, a stay-at-home mum from Australia, over $32,000. And then here's Mike Moran, who's now up to over $110,000 in total commissions. Now, a little income disclaimer here, and this should be blatantly obvious, but none of these results are typical. These are all people that actually put in the time and effort to make the system work. And I want to be very clear, I'm not saying that you're going to make millions of dollars overnight, so clearly you know these are not typical. These just represent what is possible when you put in the time, effort, and you really stick it out. Now also, on top of the big commission checks, I'm also going to motivate you with other perks like this. We have a program called the MOB Merc program, where if you make enough sales each month, I'll even pay for the lease of a brand new Mercedes-Benz for you. You just get to drive the car around and I'll pay for it. You can see a few people in the photos who've got the car. There's David Jukes from Perth, Australia in the top left, Mike Lee in the UK, there's Carolina from Chile, John Chow from the States, Robbie Gonzalez. These are just a few. There's lots more. So at this point, you're probably thinking, okay, Matt, this sounds really good, but what does TTI cost? Well, first, let's recap what you're getting. You're getting lifetime commissions on all programs sold to your leads, including big commissions of $1,200, $5,000, and $9,000 from high-ticket sales. That's up to $15,200 per customer. Built-in residual income streams of up to $150 per month in residuals for life for each one of your buyers. Access to a 7-step training program that will show you how to make your first big commission with my TTI system. Easily $197 value right there. You're also going to get a state-of-the-art members area, which includes easy to digest training lessons, videos, and webinars designed to show you exactly what you need to do to get started without any of the fluff. You'll also get a 10-day traffic made easy plan that will show you how to easily get qualified traffic from sources like YouTube, Facebook, and Google. Now you should note, each of the 7 steps in the members area can be done in about an hour a day, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more. Now there's quite a lot here, and when you consider everything you're getting, I could easily charge $1,000 or more for all of this and be more than justified. But I'm not going to do that. See, I want you to get on board with this today so we can start making money together. And I don't want price to get in the way of that. So for that reason, you're not going to pay $1,000 or even $500 or even $250. Your investment today is just $49. That's it. Once you take care of the $49, you'll get instant access to the online training area, literally within minutes. You will also have to fill out a non-disclosure agreement. That won't take you long, but it's important. This agreement states that you will not share any of the information that you learn in the 7 steps with outside parties. Some of the information you'll be getting is highly proprietary, and I want to keep it out of the hands of our competitors. I'm also going to give you an ironclad guarantee. So here's the deal. I'm so confident that this will work for you, that you will love it, that you will think it's the best online training program you've ever been through, that I'm willing to back it up with a 1-year money-back guarantee. Okay, so take action now, take care of your $49 investment, and if you decide at any time in the next 12 months that this isn't for you for any reason whatsoever, I will gladly refund your $49.